Oh no. Oh, hit the last tree. Dang. All right, now that we've played through a few groups, we got that bogey back, which is nice. Now we got this. We hit this skinny tree and rolled down just over here on the right. Either that, unless that would have been pure if I actually got it. I'm going to do this little Annie bid so I don't slide down the hill. Oh, just short. The wind kind of dropped it. Par it is. All right, guys. Welcome back to another video. I'm Monty with Team 360. People were letting me play through, so I didn't quite do the intro. Took a bogey on one, birdie on two. Kind of got lucky on two, but took that par on four or three, as you said. And we're on to hole four. Just kind of doing a scoring round today. I don't play in the wind very often, and we kind of have a wind advisory right now. So we have like steady winds of like 15 with gusts up to 25. So we'll see if I can actually play well. I'm trying to shoot under par, playing blues today. So we'll see if we can do that. And so far, so good with at least my drives. My putting's feeling all right. There's no excuse on that upshot on one though. So kind of let it get up a little floaty on me, and didn't expect the wind to float it away. But let's move on to hole four. Hole four is 240 feet. It's this left to right bender. It's like directly that way. It's basically go this way about 120 and then that way 120, maybe 100 that way and then 140 down the hill. But do this backhand turnover or forehand flick. I like to do this backhand at least until my hands warm up. So that forehand on three kind of hurt the fingers. So just try this and see how it goes. I just got to push it forward enough before it starts turning down the hill. I think that's going to work. I think we're parked. Could be wrong, though. Let's go find out. Okay, not quite parked. I went a little long, but let's see if we can put down this putt. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the wind is crazy right now. So, see if we can nail one here. Bird. Get under par with that. What do we got here? This disc is meant to be played in memory of Matt Moore. Feel free to throw this disc on the next hole, but please leave it at the basket for the next person. If you find this disc on 18, bring it back to 1. This way Matt can still play forever. Much love. Just keep it even, bro. Matt Moore. All right. What do we got here? I'll figure it out on the next hole because we're going to throw it. All right. So I looked at what this disc is. It's a Mako 3. This is hole 5, 190 feet. Seems like it's a DX Mako 3. So this is probably going to be flippy. I'm going to throw this, and then I'm going to throw my actual shot. In memory of Matt Moore. Matt Moore. Rest in peace, disc golfer. Yep, that's real flippy. Real flippy. Let's throw our actual shot now. See if we can do the same thing. Little left. Get in front of it. There we go. That'll work. Let's go see where those are. All right, Matt Moore. You got about pin high just right of the basket. See if we can get a bird for you. Gonna putt with a Mako 3. Oh, no. No bird, but rest in peace. Grab this Matt Moore disc right here. Didn't even really try for that, but it's all right. Set it there for the next person. And we got a bird on our actual drive. Let's move on. Next hole. All right, next hole is hole 6, 270 feet. I think we're gonna have a headwind down this hole. This is gonna suck, but let's see what we can do. I think we're 2 down right now, so just try to make it smooth down there. Nope, that's right side. Got lucky and then kicked left. That wind was flipping it over. Let's go make our par. Okay, so we got like a straddle putt maybe. Do we got like an Annie? I think the hyzer is the way to like. Yeah, that's too risky. This is like, I don't think my pliers are beat in enough to kind of get it there. So this might be a layup on accident. Yeah. Oh well. Par it is. Yeah, I was thinking the only way I could actually get it there is get just around it to go in, and I ended up tagging it a little bit. So hopefully we can make this little tap in here. Nope. Back down to 1. Unfortunately. Dang it. The wind, man, it's going to really affect my putting. I can see it today. Because both of those putts, I was scared of the wind. All right, guys. Hole 7 is 375 feet straight down the hill. There's a big tree dead center. You either want to come just inside it or just around it. I pretty much just aim for it and then hope I miss it. So here we go. That's turning way too much. Fade. Nope. I hit the maple tree, kicked back into the center. We'll have something from there. Yeah, on that one, I think there was just a little bit too much headwind for that disc, unfortunately, and it turned too much. Right now, I'm missing I have an overstable mid, but I don't have like a straight to overstable. I have an MD5, which is just like put it on a pretty good flex and then it flexes back. I don't have something that I can throw in a headwind and it just goes straight, or if I throw it on like a baby flex, it kind of flexes out. So I lost it, so I have a replacement coming in the mail, so hopefully it comes soon because we're getting into the windy season here in the Pacific Northwest. All right, so like I said, we ended up in the middle. Probably gonna have like a little forehand flex. We have a hyzer, but I'm afraid I'm gonna go too long. So I'll probably do this little forehand flex with my Toro, my seasoned one. So hopefully I'm gonna try to hit the center gap. There's this mossy leaning tree that's right next to the basket. Hopefully I either hit it or come right in front of it. I think I hit it, so sweet. Exactly what I wanted. So it looks like I just missed it. This guy right here off to the left of the basket. So slid a little long, but on the tailwind side should be easy pickings. So move on to the next. Luna, wait. So we got a little bit of a backup. So I'm going to tell you the plan because we got the holidays coming up, and the weather just seems to be getting worse and worse here in the Pacific Northwest. Like we got flood warnings coming up all next week starting Monday. So I'm hoping that I can do some other video types, maybe like just a quick in the bag video and then stuff like that I can still put out videos. And then we'll probably take a break around Christmas and New Year's and then pick it up again the following Friday after the New Year. And hopefully we don't have terrible weather because usually our worst weather comes in January. So hopefully we can get some stuff figured out and get some good videos for you guys, and then I can get some good practice. If not, at least I'll get some good rest. So let's see if how we do on the hardest hole to get birdie, at least the hardest birdie on the course, and on hole 8. Let's go. All right. I'm going to just lay up here to the corner and try to throw in. It's usually what I do. Just get to the corner and then throw up shot. Oh, that was bad. I grip locked. No. Oh, it's too flippy for that. All right, so that was a terrible layup. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall again. I don't know what we got from here. It's probably a bogey territory. Sun's in my eyes. That headwind just held it to the right. That's not good. Oh well. Whew. All right. I got lucky and got kicked out. Thought I was going to be down in this shul. Got a chance to save par. Headwind. Oh, tried to keep it under the wind. Didn't work. Another bogey to bring us back to even. So, not bad, I guess. All right, guys. Hole 9, last hole of this video. I'm going to split this into 2 videos. We got hole 9, 265 feet. That whole time we had a headwind, we now have a tailwind. So hopefully, I'm going to go with my little flip ear Firebird. And hopefully this tailwind will stable it up and not let it turn too much. So, Luna, try to smooth it up the middle. Throw it straight into the dirt. Oh, that's what happens when you have backups, I guess. Having to wait like 15, 20 minutes per tee pad kind of sucks. It's kind of like playing a tournament. So, I'm going to go with my more stable Toro. Kind of just flick it up into the air and crash it in. Just like that. Sweet. Let's go tap it in and move on. Wait another 15 minutes. All right. Got about a 12-footer here ish. Kind of scurried a little longer than I was hoping. Luna? Easy peasy. Let's move on.
Alright guys, that's going to bring this video to an end. Kind of have to explain some because I'm actually recording this outro about a week later, and I had to call that video early because there's not going to be a part 2 for this reason. That backup that I mentioned at the beginning of that video, they just wouldn't let me play through. There's multiple times they waved at me, they were laughing. There was like a group of like 8 of them, and I was waiting like 15, 20 minutes per hole since like hole 8, 7 or 8, and it was getting, and people behind me were getting frustrated. It was taking that long, and I kind of felt bad because I was recording as well as we were also being held up, and so I had to. There's not going to be a part 2 to this video because of two things. One, I had things to do that day with my wife, and I needed to get out of there. It was already, we were on hole 12 or 13, and we were like 2.5 hours in. Where normally in 18 holes, when I'm by myself and people let me play through, or there's no one on the course or whatever, it takes like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And that's kind of what I was expecting, even when I'm recording. And then reason two, I saw an ugly side to myself, where I was getting frustrated because I was waiting so long per hole. I'm used to it on like tournament days because you kind of go into that tournament with that mentality, because you're like, there's going to be backups, there's going to be weights, you make the time, you make the day. But with me having to go do stuff, I was starting to get frustrated. It was getting really angering, and I started playing really, really bad, and it was affecting me. So I decided to just stop recording, and I ended up going home after 12 or 13 holes and just keep the happiness that was going on in the front nine and throw away the anger that was on the back nine. But I went back and I did another, I got 2 more videos today on a full 18, a different layout, but it's still a full 18 that I'll be editing. And I'm going to get another 18 hopefully tomorrow at a new course. So hopefully the weather holds up because we've been having flood warnings. But anyways, remember to like, share, subscribe, and remember to be good. If you can't be good, at least be good at it. And I'll see you in the next video.